even if we get it on our Facebook now, Mr. Mayor, use the 2 drop-off locations, but try and get a date with between fire with drive.
But I think it'd be great if we could, if there's a place that they can drop the food off here, and if the 2 should be no issue. Okay, great.
I would do a sign for a lot, if, you know what I mean? I would do a sign that says.
If you want to
decorate the box.
boxes here that we can use a box, but we need something, because if you do it with a Sharpie, it's gonna look.
Right, yeah, so I would do a sign on it.
Something
Thank
like,
you, Mr. King.
you know, short period of time.
And the other thing is, anybody who's hearing this, maybe some of our local businesses will join in, because I know they are collection points. And it'd make it a little bit easier for the volunteers who are gonna go out to collect the stuff. If we know this restaurant or that business may have collected, we could pick up on that date.
Very good.
Yes.
Okay.
Chief, and I'll see if I can get many of these organizations where we can drop the food off to.
That's what I'm saying, have multiple pickup points.
Like, I'll ask if Oasis would be willing to take some of the food and, as well as manna for the many and just.
Because this way we can at least get everything, you're gonna know what we have, because let's face it, Thanksgiving is gonna be around.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
A great idea, and thank you everybody for the cooperation. Okay. Mayor, I'm gonna just pass and go on to the other thing, we have so much, so we will go to CEDARCOG.
Tom, if you have any updates about? I have 2 street restorations that we just did. One down the Water Street, both east and west. And the downtown street reconstruction was completed, and that was Liberty Water as well. And we are finishing up the removal of Slum Lake Phase 1 this week. So quite a few projects in work and moving ahead.
Thank you.
So I have quite a bit of updates, Mayor and Council, so buckle up. So for the Independence Street makeover, the streetscape project, Phase 1 was out for bidding for construction of that. That was out on October 3rd with a due date of 11/6. PennDOT's currently reviewing the proposals, and they let me know that they had more questions on this project than any other project that they had in Region 3. So there's a lot of interest in the streetscape project. That's usually very, very good. That's usually very good. Also, we applied for Phase 2 of that project, and that was $1.5 million through CFA Multimodal. We're still waiting to find out if we're successful. We're waiting for a lot of grants because until we have a state and federal budget, things haven't really been moving. But we should find out I was going to say this fall, but now it'll be probably, hopefully, soon. Also on October 31st, I applied for $1.5 million through the PennDOT Transportation Alternative Set Aside. And that is for Phase 3 of the Independent Streetscape project. And then I have to speak to the MPO, which is the Metropolitan Planning Organization Board, on September 18th. Asking for their support and advocacy of the project. So that's the update on that. As you well know, the H&H study that we used to put in the appeal for the FEMA flood map was successful. FEMA accepted our appeal 100%, which is huge. And this past weekend, I was able to highlight this project at the 20th Annual River Symposium at Bucknell, and they had a big poster on it, and I'll make sure to get you all the poster as well, so that way you can have it here. That was a pretty exciting thing. As Councilman Dugan has stated, the $500,000 congressional appropriations for the American Legion building is currently underway. Very exciting. This is for the crack in the facade, but right now they've been working on the smoke detectors. So I'm very excited about that. I've also put in for $3.36 million worth of grants for the other issues of the building, including repointing, HVAC, roof, elevator, so,
And an elevator.
and an elevator, so keep those fingers and toes crossed that we're successful with that. Would you like me to share about the DEP loan right now, or do you want me to wait?
No, why don't you do it now?
Sure.
Please.
Okay, so, you noted in the beginning that there's a new resolution that you're going to be approving tonight, and I want to share a little bit what that's for. First of all, the city of Shamokin is doing everything that they're supposed to be doing. They were successful with getting a DEP more grant that provided a level 2 audit, and during that audit, it was recommended for a new boiler for the American Legion building. They also were able to get a loan for said boiler. At that time, we just thought it was gonna be good for savings over time for energy use. However, since then, the boiler has now hit a critical issue where it's leaning away from the wall. It's definitely an emergency situation. So we've been pushing DEP to approve getting this new boiler. So just today, what we did is we talked to DEP, and we are able to put in a resolution for the city. And what that is for is, it is an emergency procurement for the replacement of a city-owned boiler to protect public safety and preserve municipal operations. So according to section 1903 of Third Class City Code, you are allowed to do this. To waive any kind of competitive bidding. You don't need a competitive bid to have the installer do the work, but you do normally have to put it out for the actual boiler, which HPCI, who's the firm that's doing it, have already done, but now we're just making it an emergency kind of proclamation that this is necessary. And so you're allowed to do this in case of genuine emergency where urgent action is required to protect public health, safety, or municipal property. And with this, you're covering all of them. So that is what you will be voting on to sign tonight. I just wanted to let you know you're doing everything you're supposed to do. This is just memorializing it as a resolution, and then we'll submit that to DEP also. So that is that project. Also, Volunteer Park, the footbridge. So we did apply for 2 grants for that, $248,000 for DCNR C2P2, and then another $250,000 through DCD's Act 13 Greenways Trails and Rec program. So we are just waiting, and those 2 also. We were supposed to hear this fall, and we've been told they will not make any announcements until there's a state budget. And then finally, the Housing Development Corporation did purchase the Fun Zone building here on Independence Street. We were successful with getting $450,000 of fair funds, which we have already purchased the building, and we're gonna be starting working on the exterior very shortly. I also applied for $1 million through Main Street Matters and another $1 million through PHFA, CRFP, I know all these acronyms, Pennsylvania Housing Finance Authority, Community Revitalization Fund Program. So we'll be waiting for all of these. And then I'm just gonna ask, do you have any questions on all of these projects?
I'm picking you.
What's that?
I'm picking you.
Yeah, well, we can get the money. So, once again, if anybody ever has any questions, please reach out, open book, happy to, provide any information.
I just wanted, no questions, but I just want to let you know, Brenda notified me today that the money from the Geisinger,
Yes, Geisinger Foundation, yes.
and I just want to say a huge thank you for going above and beyond. I mean, some of the grant writing that Betsy is doing, she's not even getting paid for doing it. I mean, she just believes in the city, so, yeah.
So I'm happy to do it, truly, happy to do it. Yep,
Yeah, and a big shout out and thank you for helping with the boiler, because that, I know, again, is not in your purview, but I'm not sure what we'd do without your help.
happy to do it. Yep, and so I'll turn it over now to Justin.
Beat that.
A lot of competition.
Well, the only thing I have this week is on November 24th and 25th, Keystone Core Services will be here doing the blight inventory for 2 days. And I wanted to make council and the public aware that if they see a group of people, like officials, staring at buildings throughout the city, they know who they are and don't get offended.
What time?
They don't have a time locked in yet. They're going to be letting me know when it gets closer because they have to see how late they get in do their Airbnb because they're gonna be staying here for the 2 days. But members of council are invited to join throughout the day if they can make it at any time. The police code, they're suggesting they join for a little bit. Any member of the Blight Task Force can come along. And any questions on that?
Just make sure that once you find the time, we make it public.
Oh, yeah, I'll be putting a post out there for everyone to see. That is all, if there's no questions pertaining to that.
I think we're good. Thank you very much. The mayor did have one question. Tanya actually reminded him when she said about street restoration. What recourse do we have when utilities patch our streets and we're not happy with it?
Certainly, it's the responsibility of the utility to replace or repair the streets in as good as condition as they found those streets.
Okay,
So, you know, the first line of communication is reaching out to the utility saying, with Kevin to say, the street you repaired here is deficient because, it was only a 2-foot cut, should have been 4 feet just to get the proper, the terminology that we could approach them and say, listen, this is inadequate. I mean, there's certain street way to cut streets to prepare them for repaving, so it's not this, and they actually need a bigger area to stabilize, so.
yeah, in this case, that I think they did all of that proper, it's just the actual paving.
Is it temporary
It's like
paving?
now,
Oh,
It's like a washboard.
yeah,
okay, well, that's certainly
okay,
deficient,
I'll go over with Kevin then,
okay,
if
yeah.
that's the case.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay. CDBG.
We already covered that.
It's this one here, and
Excuse
that's
me,
Brenda, that's yours.
about the motion for the bank,
Yes.
yes. We need a motion to approve the opening of a new bank account for downtown managers, I guess, businesses or even,
It's for any and all
Residents.
donations for events or funding, let's say, for the Go Shamokin website or just so there's more accountability in donations and,
well, we can't commingle it
correct.
with the grant.
Recommendation, he's making the recommendation, and I'm asking you, because you and I had this discussion, that you in your position as treasurer are in favor of what he's suggesting.
Yes, I just need mayor and council's approval to actually open the account.
So we'll request a motion to approve the opening of a new bank account for the downtown manager for donations.
I'll second.
And on the question, roll call.
Okay, Mrs. Arnold,
Yes.
Mr. Kaler,
Yes.
Mr. Dugannon,
Yes.
Mr. Moyer,
Yes.
and Mayor McLaughlin.
Yes.
The motion carries unanimous to go ahead and open that account. I have to open it.
I'll do that tomorrow.
Thank you, Ron.
So we do have resolutions under CDBG.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, those are, sorry, those are, so DCD has requested that we have resolutions and plans, that they are, approved, or a motion to adopt, at least within the past 5 years. So in reviewing the records, there were quite a few past that time limit. And also, just, the request, for a motion to approve the 2024 professional and administrative services agreement, which you all have a copy of.
So should we do this as a single
Okay,
motion?
We can unless people have questions or want to hold. Go ahead.
I do have a question, request a motion of resolution 2513 to appoint a complaint compliance officer. Is there one already in there? Do we already have a?
That has typically been the city administrator.
With the DCEG, or with the
But was it
CDBG?
designated as such?
Was he designated?
You're taking everybody's.
You do anyhow, Bob.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem speaking with you or anyone who you tell me I should speak with and referring that it gets taken care of, but, that's okay.
That's okay. Okay. Now, my only question was, we had, resolution 2512, 13, 14, and then jump to 16. Was there,
15 was.
So 15 is.
okay, now below, that's, yep, that's fine. So how would we prefer to handle this? Would you like to do this in one motion and we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6? Or would you like to do it individually?
Come on, what's the motion to do all of them?
I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with
Okay.
it. I'll make a motion.
They're all CDBG.
Yeah, then I'll accept the motion to do 1 through 6
As listed on the
as listed on the agenda.
Number 6 as
And
read.
yes, number 6 as, yes,
Okay, that was the emergency.
that's the emergency procurement as Betsy explained.
So
So moved, who second? Okay,
Mr. Kaler made the motion,
oh, I'm
This is
sorry.
where-
That's okay.
okay?
and then anything on the question?
Who made the motion?
Mr. Taylor
Kaler.
and Mrs. Moyer seconded.
Okay,
Roll call.
Mrs. Arnold,
Yes.
Mr. Kaler,
Yes.
Mr. Duganitz,
Yes.
Mrs. Moyer,
Yes.
and Mayor McLaughlin.
Yes.
The motion carries unanimous.
Okay. Next would be new business. You need a motion to approve the memorandum of understanding between the city of Shamokin and Shamokin Community Gardens and Pocket Parks.
On the question, did the community gardens get a hold of you today? Because they had a question.
Yeah, they had, I think, some changes.
They had a question about the illumination station since that's our, or
And
EDA.
that was changed.
I wasn't
Okay,
told that
thank you.
they spoke, they apparently spoke with that.
Okay, okay. That was changed though in the MOU, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So you need a motion.
So we need the motion.
I'll motion.
Mr. Taylor,
I'll second.
second. Mrs. Arnold. And anything else on the question? Roll call.
Mr. Kaler,
Yes.
Mrs. Arnold,
Yes.
Mr. Duganitz,
Yes, sorry, I'm just looking at it now, making sure.
Mrs. Moyer.
Yes.
Okay, I think we're missing one around the table.
Yes.
Not you either. Okay, we have Mr. Duganitz, Mrs. Arnold, Mr. Kaler, Mrs. Moyer, and Mayor, now it's your turn.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, next we'll have a motion to approve the amended event request
Yes.
from Jean Schaefer on the downtown Christmas route as discussed earlier.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
So we have a motion by Councilman Duganitz, second by Mrs. Arnold. Anything on the question?
Mrs. Moyer,
Yes.
Mr. Duganitz,
Yes.
caught you off guard. Mrs. Kaler or Mr. Kaler?
Abstain, you can answer for me.
That's okay.
Even call orders.
Call words.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Mr. Kaler and Dugannon, Arnold and.
Yes.
Pardon?
Yeah.
And for the record, everyone knows which way it's going to go. Mayor?
Yes. Okay, under unfinished business, under boards and committees.
Uh,
Or do we just need to?
I think we have to take the executive session for just 5 minutes. to
Okay.
Discuss personnel. In regards to the correspondence that I have received.
Okay,
Is that okay with you, Mr. Greco?
Are we going to now, going to back room?
Right back there?
Yeah,
Come on.
Okay, go ahead.
no, I'm doing now.
so
That's a big show back.
Seems like there are big reasons.
People take the photos, they're here, on that. And also, I think cover stretches where people are trying to
Oh.
and you don't have to
Okay, we're gonna go back into our regular meeting. It is now 7:13. We adjourn from our executive session.
Okay, so
Boards and committees. Do you want me to? Okay, so I'll accept the motion to reappoint Kathy Vitovich to the Shamokin EDA for a new term as requested by the EDA, the recommendation by the EDA.
So moved.
Second.
Anything on the question? If not, roll call.
Mr. Dugannon,
Yes.
Mrs. Boyer,
Yes.
Mrs. Arnold,
Yes.
Mr. Kaler,
Yes.
and Mayor McLaughlin.
Yes.
The motion carries unanimously.
So that's it for that. The next is solicitors report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First item is a request, motion to accept the second reading of ordinance 2503, amending ordinance 20-05, operation of off-highway road vehicles. This is an ordinance to the city of Shamokin, Northumberland County, Pennsylvania, amending ordinance 20-05, the operation of off-highway road vehicles. Whereas the city of Shamokin wishes to modify the ordinance number 20-05. Now therefore be it ordained by the council of the city of Shamokin that we're amending section 4 to add and include the following routes that are permitted within the streets of the city of Shamokin: East Clay Street towards North Lombard Street, North Lombard Street towards East Shakespeare Street, East Shakespeare Street towards East Water Street, South Fifth Street, 10 block West Chestnut Street to West Spruce Street. Excuse me. 200 and 300 blocks of South Fifth Street to Cole Street, West Chestnut Street, 300 block through 500 block, 6th Street to 3rd Street, North Orange Street. Excuse me. North Orange Street, 600 block Independence Street to Commerce Street, East Water Street, 200 and 300 block Liberty Street to Rock Street. East Liberty, East Shakespeare Street, 400 through 900 blocks, Rock Street to Lombard Street. North Lombard Street, 300 and 400 blocks, Shakespeare Street to Clay Street, Orange Street from Independence Street to Driveway, just past where Commerce Street used to be. West Chestnut Street and West Spruce Street west to South 4th Street, as well as South 4th Street and South 5th Street, and between West Chestnut and West Spruce Street. We're deleting East Mulberry Street to the 200 block of Shamokin. We're also adding all drivers must carry proof of valid ATV registration, excuse me, and insurance and provide upon request. The operation shall be on city streets for a limited time from 9 a.m. to 5 from November through March. Operation on city streets shall be limited to a period from 9 a.m. to 6 from April through October. No person shall operate on city streets without operable headlights, taillights, and brakes. No person, regardless of age, shall operate on city streets without a certified helmet and protection light. I'm really sorry about this. Operators and passengers of ATVs must have helmets securely fastened, wear protective footwear, and open-toe shoes or sandals are permitted. No one The age of 16 is permitted to operate an ATV in city streets at any time. Any ordinances that are consistent, thank you, are hereby amended. This ordinance shall take effect 10 days after that.
Please do it.
Can we do that?
So.
Yes,
Okay. So I'll request a motion to accept the second reading of ordinance 2503.
A motion.
I'll second.
Anything on the question? If not, roll call.
Mr. Duganez?
Yes.
Mrs. Moyer? Mrs. Iroh?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
And Mayor McLaughlin?
Yes.
Motion carries unanimous.
thank you. The next is a motion to approve ordinance 2515, or the resolution, I'm sorry, establishing new fees for city-owned lots. And this helps very well, thank you. Whereas the city has enacted an ordinance that addresses regulation of parking on city-owned lots, and whereas it's in the best interest of the citizens to set specific rates from time to time, whereas the proposed rate shall be effective January 1st, 2026, and remain in effect until such time as they are changed by subsequent resolution. Therefore, be it resolved that the following rates for parking in city-owned lots shall be effective January 1st, 2026, and remain in effect until such time as changed. $100 per year for passenger cars, light-duty trucks, SUVs, $200 per year for food trucks, campers, heavy-duty trucks, etc. Be it further resolved that all prior resolutions or parts thereof inconsistent will be hereby rescinded and superseded.
So we'll request a motion to approve resolution 2515 as just read.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Anything on the question? The only thing I would do is just make sure we not that you didn't specify, but this is for the city-owned parking lots. This has nothing to do with our permanent parking for downtown. Some were confusing that. Roll call.
Mr. Duganez? Mrs. Moyer?
Yes.
Mrs. Iroh?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
And Mayor McLaughlin?
Yes.
The motion carries unanimously.
Lastly, there's been obvious talk about the preparation of the budget. One of those items that is essential to the city trying to get a balanced budget, something that the city has done, I believe, for the past 10 years, is petition the court for the increase of millage of 5 mils on real estate. So what I'm asking council to do is approve the petition for permission to continue an increased tax of 5 mils on, for the city for the year 2026. This has been in effect. This is only giving me the permission to file it. We will have a court hearing, I believe it's December 15th.
Yes.
So I'll request a motion to approve the petition for permission to continue the increase of 5 mils tax levy for the city of Shamokin for the year 2026.
Do you have anything on the question? We also have a question. The question I have is just, are we able to have a meeting before we do this? Only because being.
There's going to be a meeting between the elected officials, Val, myself, in the coming days.
Just, we were talking about it and we just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page.
Oh, shut up. Sure,
before
sure.
we,
In fact, you can,
I don't want to speak for you.
mark your calendar that there probably will be 2 meetings. Okay, before we get there.
This is from my understanding, because I spoke to Mr. Greco right beforehand, the solicitor stated that this is just giving them permission. We still have to go through our budgets, we still have to do all that.
Well, that's what I'm saying, I'd like to go through the budget and make sure we can do cuts where we can before we just go in and hammer.
Oh, yeah, I'm concerned as well,
With
but
everything.
I think because time is of the essence, we need to get this
We need to
now
get
and then
this
go further.
filed.
Yeah.
But
Even making cuts, there's no way in the world that.
I understand that, but I would still like to see where we're at before we just start
Well,
acting.
we were enlightened quite a bit as to
Where we're at.
Mayor, where we are, because those of us who are on the call would,
There was a phone call
yes.
with the DCED people, which is, I forget how they worded it, but it was myself, finance director, the treasurer, Mr. Slavy, or you said about that. No, you called it.
I guess I don't have a problem if we raised it, I just don't wanna go hog wild on it.
Oh,
Well, this is-
Absolutely, absolutely.
This is the exact same thing that we have done for the last 10 years.
So the 5 mils is something that we do every year.
This is
Yes.
something we've
Yes.
done for the
Yes.
last 10 years. This has nothing to do with anything else.
Okay.
No, I don't wanna, I don't mean that.
Yep.
Confusing, but this is the 17th year in a row.
There you go.
So what is a five?
Just for the
What would be a five mil?
The state law, third class city code only allows the city to, assess 30 mils worth of real estate tax, unless you go to the Court of Common Pleas and plead your case to the judge to approve the extra 5 mils. The first time we did this was in the fall of 2008, and we've done it every year since.
So it's not like a really big hit that everybody's.
No.
It's the same as your taxes on a house.
Okay.
It's just now, it's more vote or amplified because of everything.
Because of the home.
Yeah.
That's right. So we still need a motion.
I believe so.
We need a motion.
I thought you made the motion, Mayor. You need a second.
I can, but at the same time.
Oh, I think you did.
I think Mrs. Moore made the motion
Okay.
just now. Is there a second? Oh, sorry.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay.
Anything else on the question? If not, roll call.
Mrs. Arnold,
Yes.
Mr. Kaler,
Yes.
Mr. Dugannon.
Yeah.
Mrs. Moyer,
Yes.
Mayor McLaughlin,
Yes.
the motion carries unanimous. So here we go.
Trust me, guys, I don't wanna see my taxes go up either.
Well, I mean, everybody was questioning me, so I want to make sure I get it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going up.
I'd rather
You're
pass
going
than-
up.
Okay, back to citizen comments.
Again, Jesse Storm, local property owner. I'd just like to bring your attention to what you guys did here with the solicitor's request for the second reading. Material defect, you guys did add streets, therefore this would be the first reading of the new legislation because streets were added to it. So I believe that would invalidate the vote tonight on that because streets were physically added, which is a material change to what was put out for the first ordinance, the first reading.
Thank you. Mr. Deshi.
My name's Roger Getchy. I live in Cole Township, but that doesn't matter. It's to me, Shamokin. Just as good as Cole Township, and I love Cole. Mr. Mayor, I want to congratulate you on your election. Judge Greco. Bart, I hate to see you go. You're one of the prettiest councilwomen we ever had.
Well, how nice of you to say.
Now, this is very serious. On Columbus Day of this year, I was at OIP. and one of the waitresses dropped over dead. And I mean, I saw it, I was there, and I froze. I was so scared. I never saw that happen in my life. Young girl, only 40 years old. And I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for Frances, her daughter, and this guy right here, and I'm telling you, she was dead 15 minutes, and they just worked on her, and she didn't. She came through in the ambulance because I was sitting in there, and he come back and said she's breathing. It wasn't for Ray and them two girls. That girl never would have made it. I went to see her, guy seen her. She has full memory of, she's doing good, 40 years old. But this guy saved her life. He was there in about 6 minutes. The other girls worked there. Thank God Frances was there. She was off for work at the post office. It was a holiday. Nobody knew how to do this. Okay, he was there in about 5 minutes. The ambulance come later. Wasn't for him and Frances and that, the other person, Chrissy, that girl would have never made it. And I'm so happy she's doing very well. But I don't know if you can do accommodation for these people, but it doesn't. It happens in other communities where police saves a dog and they give them. These guys deserve some kind of accommodation for what they did, Mike.
I don't have a problem with that, nor does members of council or the mayor, and we will recognize them in very.
I don't like Ray. But what he did,
I don't either.
I'm telling you, wasn't for them, that girl don't make it. Thank God they kept working on her, that at least her blood went to the brain. She would have been brain dead. I'm telling you, it's a miracle. But thank God for him and them two girls.
That is true.
I can't wait till the new people get in, and I hope you guys straighten this blight out in this city, because it's a disgrace. Even townships the same way. I can't run here, and I'm too old, but it's a disgrace what's going on in this town anymore. I was brought up here, and Mr. McLaughlin, you lived in the 5th Ward. Our people took care of our property. It's a shame what's going on. I saw garbage sitting over by the pool for 2 months, 10 bags of garbage. And I called you, Mr. Mayor, and I said, why can't the city take that and then bill the people? You gotta solve the problem. You can't let garbage bags sit there for 2-3 months. It stunk over there. And I just thought I'd bring that up to you. I think the city should take it and then bill the people. Because they gotta take care of the property no more. It changed, the world changed. And Mr. Gaddis, your wife does a good job taking care of that pool. When I worked over there, we built it, I said it would never be nice, never. I went over there this summer, I can't believe how nice they keep it. Your wife does a good job. Thank you. Good luck, Mayor. Get rid of that guy next to you.
Getchy, I'm gonna tell my daughter what you said. Getchy, I'm gonna tell my daughter what you said next time.
I don't like you, Ray.
Do we have any other citizens' comments? Do you want to please come up?
My name is Bob Power, I have property in Shamokin. Just got a question on these lots that you're gonna rent out. Is that money gonna go towards the Act 47 that you're involved in to help get out of that deficit?
The what that we're gonna rent
The
out?
private lots you're gonna rent out?
They're not, they're public, they're already public parking lots. We're actually trying to get them rented back out from where they used to be. So
Okay,
they're already existing.
Okay, this isn't like land along the railroad tracks or anything like that.
Well, there is land along, but it's
A minimum.
the creek anyway, I don't know about, yeah, and along the old railroad track that.
Pearl Street.
So they were rented out before, and then when other members came in, they raised that everybody pulled out. So now we're lowering it back down, that people can afford to get back in there to bring that money back.
Okay, and then that money's gonna come back to the city and
Yeah, most certainly.
go towards our tax base and
Yeah.
and everything.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm curious about, because since it's, it's owned by the city, there wouldn't be no tax paid to the county on it. I would assume, so this way, at least the money that they're gaining from it, it can go towards that deficit. Okay,
100%.
okay, that was my only question. Thank you.
Thank you. There was someone else? Yes, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and of the council. Thank you for hearing me out. If it's possible, could I pass this to you, Mayor and Mr. Slavy?
You
No,
state
sir.
your name?
Yeah.
Your name, just give it to that individual.
My name is Nelson Echevarria. I live at 516 East Dewar Street. Now, the reason when I stand before you is because this person at 520 East Dewar Street, he keeps the front of his house loaded up with all kinds of plants. And, I looked up the ordinance. None of us is supposed to have those in front of our houses on the sidewalk, is number one. Number two is he swaps out the plants come spring. But then all winter, the old plants and the old vases sit there, and it's an eyesore. Now, as far as the spring and summer, because he has so many plants, those of you that are familiar with how insects and the like, you know that when you have a lot of plants, you attract insects, especially the biting and stinging kind. Now, it's bad enough when I go in the spring and the summer to clean up my yard and mow the lawn, that I'm being chased with yellow jackets. So now I can't even sit on my porch to have a cup of coffee without the yellow jackets and the other stinging bugs bothering me because this guy wants to keep the front of his house like a botanical garden. Come on. And then another problem is when it snows, okay, I had to put a sign on the utility pole in front of my house because when it snows, because he's got all that stuff in front of his window, he shovels the snow up and around the pole in front of my house. I've asked him many times, but I don't want to talk to him. He's become a very, very big problem to me. Okay. I told him, listen, please don't pile the snow. Oh, all right. I'll take. So I put up a sign that says, do not pile snow here. Okay. I looked it up and no neighbor has any right to shovel snow from their sidewalk onto any part of any other neighbor's sidewalk. That's considered a trespass. So this year when it snows, I'm gonna take pictures if he piles it up and around the post. And with my electrician oil, I'm gonna throw it right along the side of his truck. Okay? Because I've asked him nicely, I can't talk to this man. He becomes belligerent and abusive. I'm done. When I moved here, I was 46 years old. Now I'm 64, going on 65. I have COPD, diabetes. Now, great luck for me, I have diabetes, arthritis in both my knees. Okay? I don't need this guy treating me like I'm asking him for favors, because all I'm asking him to do is respect my property rights. Okay? I don't know what this man's problem is. He has a drinking problem, drug problem, I've heard. I don't know. But that's not my problem. The same way my illnesses are not his problem and not his business, same thing with him, as far as I'm concerned. His maladies, his addictions are none of my business, not my problem. Okay? I've been living here going on 18 years. Those of you that know me know I mind my own business. I only complain when there's something wrong. Okay? I used to come to the council meetings, but I stopped going because, I don't want any problems. God, I wish to God I could win the lottery so I could move out of here. Because I left New York, where I was born and raised, to move here to live in peace. And now I'm under this.
Okay, thank you very much. And we will most certainly look into that further.
Please do, because this isn't fair.
Thank you.
Thank you all. God bless you all. Have a good night.
Just for the record, I have entertained your request to me on more than one occasion. Just this year, I have sent the code office down twice I have asked, and he has gone for me more than once, the chief of police. We have photos and so forth. Thank you for coming.
I appreciate that.
Thank you for coming here.
I appreciate that, and I want you to know, when I send you emails, I send you photos. Because I don't talk just because I like the sound of my own voice.
No.
I appreciate your time and patience and the help, but this guy, I just stay away from him.
You are welcome to call me here at City Hall and continue this communication. Okay?
Please see if you can do something about this. Thank you very much.
Okay. Do we have any other citizen comments? Okay, meeting adjourned at 7:39. Thank you, everybody, for attending.